All right, guys, what's up? Welcome to the Always Race Day podcast. This is the Dirt Show. We're going to preview the 2026 Chili Bowl Nationals up next here in a second. JoJo is making sure we're timely in 2026. That's his resolution. Appreciate you, JoJo, always tuning in. Definitely our favorite fan to get comments from. Sorry, Brad, but you're a close number two. Dad and Uncle Jim, you guys back of the line. Anyways, let me play the theme song. We'll get into it. We'll get rolling. Eric, what's up, buddy? How are you?
Oh, what's going on by yourself? I had the whole sickness deal that everybody else seemed to have the last 3 weeks or so, 4 weeks that people have had. I heard it's still going on, so I had that around Christmas time, and yeah, watch a little football and basketball, and watch a little racing, Tulsa shootout, and uh, you know, there's not really an off season anymore. You will have Chili Bowl coming up, and then the Wild West shootout as well too coming up. So a lot of racing to look forward to next weekend, next weekend.
Yeah, and it's become kind of just like the red hot week in motorsports for January. We got, and you guys don't care about Supercross, I know, but Supercross starts Saturday with the Wild West shootout, and then that goes throughout the week, and I think ends on Sunday if the dates are the same. I wrote them down at one point. I haven't looked at that document in a month. That's probably my bad. But yeah, like you said, I was getting over that sickness and everything too. So at least dodged the bullet that I made it somewhat. I guess it started to hit me on Christmas Day, so that wasn't a great Christmas. But you did a fantasy draft tonight for players that are just in the playoffs.
Yeah, so
different league.
Yeah, it's different league. You kind of do it manually. You pick one player off of the playoff teams, and then you get like no backups, no reserves. So you have two quarterbacks, three wide receivers, three running backs, and two tight ends. And then you just kind of pick on one who's going to do well, and two who's going to be on who's going to be in the playoffs the longest. So it's kind of interesting. I would say I definitely wasn't feel like I was prepared for it, but I have a team filled out, and we'll see what happens.
Did Adam Thielen make your team?
He did not. I mean,
you gave me a face there.
I only know who Adam Thielen plays for anymore. Is it the Carolina Panthers?
He moved to the Vikings at the start of the year and then to the Steelers.
Oh.
Now Vikings fans are really mad at him because he wanted to play for a team that was in the playoffs. And
yeah,
like, guys, I can't stand Minnesota fans this year.
He's going to be on the Aaron Rodgers playoff tour, so hopefully that doesn't end too long.
Maybe it's good for something. We'll see. It's my probably favorite football player of all time, at least from one of the teams I cheered for. So,
how do you want to do if he wins MVP of the Super Bowl? How are you going to feel when that happens?
I'm going to cry. if that happens, there's me a lot of middle fingering to people on Twitter. I'm going to get all the bookmarks out and even
break your new
now, if he won MVP against Brock Purdy, that's where it would get contentious in my own head.
Break your 80-inch TV and your wife takes the kids and
it would be something along those lines.
File divorce for the 15th time in the row.
Absolutely. So I was debating on how to do this. Do you want to go night by night? Do you want to pick like, here's guys I think that can win? Here's my biggest sleeper. Here's the best paint team I've ever seen. Tanner Thorson is bringing an open trailer. I don't even know what you call the contraption he's sitting the midget on, but it looks sick.
Do you think they're actually going to bring that in the building?
That's what he says.
I don't know.
We did Matt Weaver today, and that's what he put.
Yeah.
Which I feel like you kind of want more trailer space for yourself and team?
I don't know. It seems kind of odd that you would bring something like that that's not your primary trailer, because I don't know. Your trailer is kind of like your office almost. it
wouldn't be the first thing that people didn't clear Chili Bowl officials with.
I guess that
They had to
I
make
guess that one guy. I guess that one guy brings a bus in, like a old school, like used to be bus, like school bus.
yeah, no, I can't imagine there's too many rules against it as long as it's not, and it wouldn't be wider than a car.
Yeah.
Or than a normal
I
hauler.
guess he could hide the tire dope a little bit better.
Anyone else? Anyone else you want to accuse on that?
Tanner Forson doesn't use tire prep or
Not
tire
that,
dope.
yeah, not that.
I'm just making a joke. This is such a big topic. I mean,
If
there'll probably be
anybody
some.
was pissed about you making a joke like that, I would tell them to kick rocks in the most aggressive way possible, probably.
They're probably going to catch someone sneezing on their tires by accident from the Chili Bowl flu, and they'll probably fail the tire doping test and
Do you agree with how they do it with Blue Ridge? I know Blue Ridge has its doubters. I'm certainly one of them. I shouldn't even say it like that. They've never been open enough for me to trust their processes, and a number of drivers that have not ever been caught tire doping, or I should say aren't, to anyone's knowledge, have never used it, right? There's no way to prove it. Only people that knows is them and God, right? Whatever that saying is. But a number of drivers have talked to me about it that have not ever been caught, penalized for tire doping, that don't trust Blue Ridge in the slightest. Obviously, that's the company that Chili Bowl uses. And then there's a guy there with a rope-a-dope machine is what it's called.
Yeah, he's just there for data only because I listened to his interview from the shootout, and I guess they had the machine at Knoxville for every weekend in nationals too.
Yes, and
he was
Gainey said he's allowing team owners to view the entire test and the data alongside him, which I think is already, you are more trustworthy to me than these random people in this lab that takes days upon days sometimes to get back. Yeah, and I think that's a very big negative too. There needs to be some.
Yeah, I mean,
New Year's resolution for me is to do better at vocab. I'm gonna get on one of those websites and I'm gonna vocab my ass off. But it needs to be someone just thumbs up at that moment. So now I definitely feel like I have to do it. It needs to be a prevalent search or a prevalent process if you're going to do it for a professional national touring series of any kind. It needs to be a fast process. And when it's like, hey, we put those tests in and this one failed, and it's like we're penalizing this guy's win from May 16th on June 4th. And it's like, that's really fucking stupid, guys. Everyone has left the track and been home for 2 weeks. And now you have these teams that have to completely change their, I don't know if they have accountants. I wouldn't assume they do, but it's just a mess. I'm sorry, Eric. I grandstanded there.
No, it's fine. Yeah, you definitely need some more clarity to it. And it sounds like that guy can provide that based off of what he does for his tire testing. And like you said, you get the results within probably 5 to 10 minutes, probably. I don't know if they let the tire cool down a little bit or what. But yeah, I listened to that interview. I think he's got a pretty interesting process, and I think they're doing it the right way by not saying, let's go ahead and use this right now. Let's take a year or two and see what the results are, and then decide if we want to implement this full time or not. It is frustrating that if, say, you win the Chili Bowl National Saturday night, you could be disqualified on a Tuesday morning by the time you've been home and had your team celebration and everything. That's definitely could be a frustrating deal.
Do you feel like the officials down there at the Chili Bowl, and I hope no one gets in their feels about this, I will say this. I think it would be a bad look for the race if a race winner got disqualified on Tuesday or Monday or Sunday. I think it'd be a bad look. I've seen them make judgment calls that were blatantly wrong when they made them. I don't necessarily like their calls on penalties when a guy gets dumped and they penalize the guy who dumped him and they don't give that guy his retroactive spot. The guy who gets dumped just gets dumped, and that's it. So I don't. There's things we disagree on, and that's completely fine. Watching Masvidal get kicked out and then let back in the building 15 minutes later was one of the most embarrassing things I can think of an event could have with officials. So to say I don't agree with them is kind of where I'll leave it. Do you think they'd have the balls to say, hey, race winner Saturday night, you're DQ'd on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday? I don't even want to phrase it like have the balls, because
I mean,
in
they
my
did
own
that for
in my own
that.
equation of it, I really got to get better on the vocab here. In the thing I just presented, I'm saying it would be a bad look for the event. So you have that internal bias, and I could completely understand looking the other way on it.
I mean, they did that for that was it restrict or A class? I think it was A class on the
Well,
Tulsa
the
shootout.
shootout in the Chili Bowl is different,
I mean,
right?
he's still racing for a gold driller.
Yeah, I agree.
They test tires at the Tulsa shootout as well too.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's a different thing. I mean, there's bigger teams, bigger names racing it. I think they would have the type of deal to. I think they would take the disqualification. I don't think it would. I think it would happen on a night that you wouldn't want to happen, which would be the Saturday night or whatever. But it wouldn't be a. You would have the results probably come Sunday or Monday. I don't know. I think it's 48 hours for results to come out. So yeah, it's
and
just
obviously,
it's just. I mean, by then everybody's at home or pretty close to home, depending on where you live at, I guess. I mean, if you're way out East Coast or something like that, you could be a 2-day trip depending on weather or something like that. So it's just you like to know who the winner is by, I would say, officially by Sunday morning at like 2 a.m. or something like that, at 1 o'clock. So
you would hope for sure.
yeah.
So I haven't said this on the show yet. Chad Smiley asks, am I going to Chili Bowl? I'm not going to be there this year. I got an appointment I got to be at next week, and we're going to lose less money by staying up here. And we're going to start our off-season series next week and do some shop tours. I'm not sure how many. We'll probably get one up later in the week, and then the other ones will come scheduled the week after and after and after and after. Hopefully next year, but yeah, it can't really miss the appointment, and monetarily it's got to make sense for us to be down there as well, especially now in this era of always race day. But Eric has not even been alluded on it. I will make it my mission to learn at least 6 new words per month. Okay. I haven't told Eric about this.
The dictionary for 2026.
Yeah, just what. I'm just.
He's gonna flip
to a random
page.
Flip
to. Yeah, there you go. I should get you a 365-day calendar with the word of the day.
Yeah, especially if it was a dictionary, I wouldn't be finding words that I could definitely use in regular conversation. I'm gonna try to be live with somebody every night after the races end. Eric, you're invited to all those, and also if you don't want to show up to any of them, completely fine. And also you're invited over here if you want to come watch any of the nights, except for Friday. I got a work party.
Just putting the pressure on me on the live broadcast to say yes or no right now.
No, I'm just no. You don't got to give me a yes or no right now. I haven't invited you yet, so.
No, I'm just giving you a hard time.
Do you want to go? Do you want to go night by night, or do you want to go on?
Yeah, that's fine. Let's
okay.
Look at my entry list and pulled up.
I will. I can wait until you pull it up, or I can just start.
I got it. Yeah, I got the Flow Racing tab. I mean, it's probably going to list all the big names that we need to know about.
So I'll go down the notables a little bit here. So Monday night, and we'll talk about each night afterwards. And we'll take it night by night. Kyle Larson, Tanner Berryhill, Nick Hoffman, Justin Peck. I'm gonna forget somebody on here for sure. Jet Yantis, I should say him. I think I should say Garrett Benson. I don't remember why. I feel like that kid's good. Emilio Hoover. All right, we'll keep going. Shane Golobic. He's I'm hoping it's Shane's year. Good friend of mine. Gary Taylor, Jesse Schlotfelt. Gage Weldon. No, that's definitely a different Weldon. Well, Gage Weldon, he's a rookie. Don't know anything about him. I'm pretty sure that's not Dan Weldon's son. I'm going to keep going down. Gavin Boschel, he's shown some speed there. Jake Andriotti, Zach Hampton, Cannon McIntosh, Jerry Coons Jr., Tanner Carrick. So there we go. Cameron Key. I literally, and Dylan Welch. Hold on. Briggs Danner. I'm going back up the list now. I forget. Joe B. Miller. Trey Marcham. Paul White. There we go.
I think you're missing,
promise the next read through is going to be smoother than that.
I think you're missing CJ Leary and then Garrett Williamson as well too. Nick Drake. And then even the guy that got DQ'd on the A class, Jet Yantis, is racing on Monday night.
Hold on, I said Yantis. I'm not. Leary has moved. I'm using Wikipedia.
Okay.
I'm using a Wikipedia photo.
This was posted.
He tweeted it today.
Gosh, this is posted a day ago. I don't really have old information. All right, I'll keep quiet.
Oh, you're good. No, we'll talk. Let's talk about Monday.
Yeah.
I think Larson.
It's gotta be Kyle Larson. For Larson, you got to beat Larson. I would assume that's your top shot.
And I think Tanner Carrick will be in the mix. I think Shane Golovic will be in the mix for those top two.
I think your dark horse is going to be Dylan Welch because I don't know what car. Does it say what car he's driving for, or no?
The 60, but I can look it up on the entry list.
I mean, I know last year I think he did pretty well. If I remember
he
right.
did. He always has something go on prelim nights to where he's like in the E or the C, and he's got a race in, and it's
because then he'll like start like front row or like the first two rows, and like are you like is the announcer turned racer for a day gonna win the Chili Bowl premium night? I mean,
right. John Levesque maybe, but it's Levesque with a CQUE at the end.
I feel like last year he was driving for like Sean Wood or
Matt Wood.
Like that. Matt Wood, yeah. So
Matt Wood, West Des Moines Valley graduate with me.
Hopefully that car's pretty good because I think he's I don't know. I'm sure those rides are pretty hard to come by nowadays. So, but I would say Dylan Welch is probably a underdog.
I'm excited to see what Gavin Boschel does with with another year under his belt because he is
he racing for Swindells or somebody else?
I don't want to butcher it, so let me.
Because I know he used to drive.
Oh,
he was working. Oh. He was driving for Kevin Swindell for that micro, and then a little bit.
You ready for this? Kyle Busch Motorsports.
Yeah. Oh, interesting. Huh? Because Gavin's been racing late models this year. He's kind of stopped the whole dirt stuff.
Yeah, not as much.
Unless he's been racing at Mildridge. Yeah, that is kind of interesting. That must definitely be a pay for ride type of deal, which I mean, most of the stuff is at Chili Bowl, but I don't know.
And then Brad Reynolds, our number 2 biggest fan. Sorry, Brad, I put JoJo above you. I hope you understand. He says that I'm looking this up just to make sure that Briggs Danner car, his car looks sick this year. And I saw the video of the reveal for that one today, and it definitely looks pretty cool. And I'd assume Mickey Myers, I think it's Mickey Myers, is helping out with that car if it's the 55i. Super nice group, him and everybody over there at ABR too. But yeah, those Arizona natives with always slick looks. So they're both going to run Monday. So you said Leary was running Monday too. Yeah.
Well, you said that got swapped.
I know.
I don't know. This is what closed telling me it's racing. But
Briggs Danner was still on Monday. I don't know if they got swapped or not, but
I heard a bunch of people were making changes between yesterday and today, and then tomorrow or something like that. So,
what night would you rather run? I
uh,
guess it just kind of depends on your thought process as a race car driver, right?
it seems like as the week goes on, it gets a little bit more crazy. So I would say I'm an early. I don't know. If I was in the race of champions, I would probably run that Monday and then um, race my qualifying night like on Wednesday night. Or you could do a Larson and race the race of champions Monday and then do your qualifying night Monday because you get the most track time out of anybody because you're racing that race of champions type deal. So you can use that as like a test shift session. Jeez, jeepers. Starting to sound like Connor.
Yeah, we
But which is kind of interesting period too because you're getting the most lap times. Whereas if you did like a Wednesday night, then your qualified night isn't like you don't get as much track time besides practice time, which is like 2 sessions for like probably 8 laps at the most.
Do you think
So,
anyone there is looking at it going, okay, this looks like the weakest night. I'm going to choose that night?
I feel like that's kind of impossible now.
It's too stacked.
This is too stacked. I mean,
Well, at the end of this, we'll pick our weakest night and our
yeah,
most loaded night.
yeah.
Awesome.
We're
We'll
going
do
Tuesday.
We're gonna hopefully I don't have to go through it twice again. And you tell me if I miss anybody. But Brenham Crouch, we'll say Darren Nida, Jace Park, JJ Yaley, Ethan Mitchell. Some of these are just familiar names that I don't know if they're familiar, and I'd rather include them than not. Kyle Jones, Chase Randall, Jonathan Beeson had some alphabet runs over the years. Keely Bryson, Ricky Thornton Jr., Parker Price Miller. Keep going down here. John Haydenreich, so a former A-main starter at the very least. Corbin Ruschenberg, Caleb Henry, Hank Davis, of course, former prelim night winner, friend of the show too. Zach Dahm, Blake Hahn, Michael Pickens, Landon Brooks, Buddy Kofoid, Ty Gibbs, Garrett Williamson, and Sheldon Creed. Tuesday's got a load of names that can all, without one, like I mean, I'd put Hank Davis as the favorite there, but a load of names that can do stuff without really anyone that's kind of. Am I underrating Hank Davis? I think that's what I'm doing, and I shouldn't do that. But it's Hank Davis versus everybody else on Tuesday night.
I don't know. Kofoid sounds like it'd be hard to beat, especially driving a Keith Kunz car.
Oh, and I forgot Kofoid was there, so never mind. There's your two. That's my two lock-in picks. Is that yours?
Yeah, because I think
apologies to both those guys. I was somehow that came into Landon Brooks was bad fast last year, says Brad Reynolds. I do remember that.
Jonathan Beeson has had a couple of good qualifying rounds, but I don't know. Depends on what car he's driving. So
he's in the 8J.
Yeah, he's that hard 8 racing or whatever it is.
Yeah, Beeson hard 8 racing.
Yeah, which must be his own stuff. I mean, he's done well with that car before. And I think he's back when they took 3. I think he locked in one time, but having 2, it's kind of hard to lock in from your qualifying night.
Do you think they should go back to 3?
Well, if you went back to 3, then you would have less cars transferring in on Saturday night. But I feel like now the B main on Saturday night transferring in is 8 cars from each night?
7.
So I mean that's a lot for a B main to transfer in. I mean you don't know what could happen, but if you took that away, you'd be looking at
The
4 or
only
3.
I think the negative of taking it away is
Less drama.
well, I think taking it away is more drama, because if you have a bad prelim night at all, it's nearly impossible.
Yeah.
If you're going from the back of the C and you know, instead of getting top 7, you got to get top 3 or 4, like it just makes it that much harder.
Yeah. It's supposed to be hard. It's the Chili Bowl.
I know. Let's we'll go to Wednesday, try to get through this here. Sammy Swindell, RJ Johnson, Jake Newman, Brandon Walty. Sorry if I butchered that name or any of these. Cale Drake, Jason McDougal, Cap Henry, Thomas Messerall, KJ Snow, Kevin Thomas Jr., Mitchell Moles, Steve Buckwalter, Colby Copeland, Tim Buckwalter, Jake Swanson, Alex Bright, Emerson Axum, Corey Day. I'm excited to see how Corey does. Ryan Timms, Colton Cottle, Tom Harris, Dason Pursley, Austin Torgerson. And that looks to be it. Caleb Johnson also. Let me just make sure here. This is not good that I have to keep going back. Okay, I think I hit the notables at least.
Yeah, that looks like a stacked night from what Flo was telling me.
Definitely a lot of former A-main starters.
I mean, you have Pursley, Day, and Timms that probably are your 3 favorites. I mean, you have Blake Hahn, who's
I would
good.
put McDougal up there.
Yep.
Don't sleep on him.
Alex Bright's had some good runs. Yeah, I mean, that's a pretty stacked night. I mean, you have some guys that could sneak in, and you have 3 guys and some pretty fast race cars that are going to be competing for 2 spots for lock-in.
I'm with you there, and we'll see who comes out on top. How do we think Sammy's going to do?
Hopefully good enough so Mr. Earl from Flow Racing can interview him, so he has that reaction again like he did last year from the up the ramp.
That's what I was hoping for you to say. I completely agree with the people you laid out as favorites there too.
I mean, it'd be nice for Sammy to maybe win a heat race if he starts on the pole or whatever, but I think the days of ever since him and Kevin just never stopped working. I won't get into the whole details of everything, but when they stopped working together, it's the split. Just Sammy just kind of lost that touch.
For sure. All right, we'll go to Thursday here. Okay, first off, there's a rookie named Dodge Calvert, and his first name is just Dodge. That's cool. Yeah, definitely notable because he's wearing a number 1M, so one of the first names.
Does he do the dodgeball thing? What dodge, duck, dive?
Dive, and dodge.
Yeah, dodge, yeah.
Dodge a second time.
If he can do that, he might win his qualifying night.
We'll see. We got him. We got Spencer Baston, Alex Van Voort, Carter Sarth, Brayton Laster. He's an ARCA guy. Shannon McQueen, not related to the Lightning, I don't believe. Going down here, Jacob Hughes. I think that's my buddy Jacob Hughes. I'm not 100% sure. Sam Haferteep Jr., Andrew Deal, Joel Myers Jr. there for the first time, Christopher Bell, Brady Bacon, Brian Stanfield, sorry, Ashton Nope, that's Ashton Thompson. Okay, we'll see if we find Ashton Torgerson later. I assume he's racing in this. Kyle Cummins.
Flo does say he's racing Thursday from a day ago. But
he's down here on the list.
Okay, so he must have switched.
No, you're good. Kyle Cummins, Danny Sams III, Danny Stratton, CJ Leary, Jacob Denny, then Ashton Torgerson in that 67A car. Frank Flood, Ryan Bernal, Tanner Thorson, Chris Wyndham, Joe Boyles.
I think the interesting thing is that Bell is driving his own car this year, not a Keith Kunz car.
What do you make of that?
If I was to put money on it, I would say he won't do as well as he has in the past, because you don't have the Keith Kunz resources like he would have if he's driving one of his cars.
Yeah, and he obviously has got the Toyota deal and everything like that, but Keith is.
Plus, he's got that special Toyota motor that Keith doesn't have.
Is that a thing?
I was just making it up
Okay.
until it's a thing the week later, and I'll be taking credit for it.
Yeah.
The special Joe Gibbs development motor or something like that.
We've seen that, or that'll be the story going into Saturday night.
Yeah.
Somehow the kid in his car, he's not running the same night. Hold on. What's his name? Caden Brown. You heard of him from Sydney, New South Wales, Australia?
Sounds familiar.
He's also in a Bell car.
Is he going to have the Yoda sticker instead of Toyota on there?
Yeah, it says all the sponsors are the same. Spike chassis. TRD, Ream, PristineAuction.com, Toyota.
Huh.
I think Toyota at the end was an engine, but
yeah. The nice thing about the Philly Ball is they list what type of engine you have, because that not purposely going back a night, but the car that Corey Day's driving for is Billy Kane. I think it's like a 20-year-old engine that they have for like a Mopar. It's older. It's like older than Corey Day is.
It's wild, some of the stuff you see down there, and that we'll see down there on the stream all week. It's going to be fun to watch. All right, Friday night. Let's go down here. Johnny Murdoch. It says TJ Stark. No, I'm thinking of Trey Starks. That's hand up. My bad. Different guy.
I think TJ Stark is Pensacola, Ohio driver.
Okay. Billy Weiss, Austin Gossel, Michael Facento, Brody Roa. I feel like I've definitely heard him or seen him do stuff. Ronnie Gardner, Andrew Felker. Keep going down here. Santino Ferrucci, Hayden Reinbold, Darren Pittman, Casey Schumann. Levi Klatt, Logan Seavey, Steven Snyder Jr., Matt Westfall, Tyler Edwards, Cale Coons, Gio Selzy. Keep just making sure. Mario Klauser, Justin Grant, and Gavin Miller.
For a guy that doesn't race too much, I gotta say Pittman is kind of due to lock himself in.
It's a sneaky night. Obviously Justin Grant and Logan Seavey are going to be the two favorites there.
Yeah.
But it's Friday's a sneaky night if someone can find some luck and either of those guys get in accidents.
Stelzy doesn't have that much midget experience, so I wouldn't.
Yeah, not that I've known.
Not that I know of.
Typically been in the
Michael Facento, Andrew Felker, those are guys that cut their teeth on midget racing. It's Casey Schumann having in him. He doesn't race too much anymore. So, Cale Coons, I think he's been racing some midgets this year, but I don't think he's been setting the world on fire like his dad did back in the day. So, yeah, that's another interesting night for sure.
All right, I need your strongest night and your weakest night.
Weakest night, I'm thinking it's Tuesday night.
I'm with you on Tuesday. Great minds think alike.
Strongest night, I am going to say a Wednesday night. One guy we didn't talk about was Emerson Axum. He's actually driving the Swindell car as well.
I thought you brought him up when you were talking about Day and Thames.
I don't think I
Or
did.
it wasn't day. It was it was day. It was day.
Persy, Day, and Tibbs. I forgot them. So my
Percy,
bad.
Timms, and Emerson.
Yep. So yeah, I would say Wednesday night is the toughest.
I am. Is day still Wednesday?
As far as what flow racing's telling me right now.
Okay. I didn't know if that got switched. Okay. If Flo's saying that he's Wednesday now, I think he's Wednesday for now. So
Yeah.
we'll see. I would go Wednesday. Part of me is staring at Monday, but it just comes down to the star power, and I'd probably give it to Wednesday. But there's people to watch every night. I was saying this on the NASCAR broadcast that I don't think we've had a Chili Bowl with a name familiar to NASCAR fans running every single night since I started covering dirt racing, because those were obviously the names that I was familiar with. So those were the names I was looking for on the entry list every night. And this year we have one every night at least, if not two, if not three, if not four.
And it's first time in a long time that you've seen a sponsor on a cup car being a dirt car with Chili's for Selzy.
Yeah, that part is probably one I'm more excited about, because they're investing in a team that's investing in dirt racing, and they're bringing the sponsor with them. And I think all that is very cool. Obviously, rich get richer. I totally get if you feel that way about it. But also, the spotlight comes to dirt racing, and maybe they bring some friends with them, and maybe someday they end up sponsoring people. So, what can you do but hope? And I think the sport has gotten bigger every year for the last 4 or 5 seasons. So I think we're trending in the right direction. This is just another example of that. So I'm amped to see that car on Friday night. Do you have any other superlatives that you want to go through, that you want to give out? We can do biggest sleeper. We can do most likely to tire dope.
Let's do over under on flips for the week.
Oh, I hate that. So this is me being a pussy. I get it. I hate a race that advertises how many times the cars flip over. I know almost 99% of the time. I know they don't get hurt. I get it. They're safe. All right.
Well, most of them are Tommy tip overs anyway.
All right. I'm going off shootout flips, which isn't not a good barometer. Give me an over under, and I'll go from there.
Let's go.
Trying to go 89.
No, that's way too many. Let's go 46 and a half.
46 for the week.
For the week, 46 and a half. I don't know. I don't even know how many there were last year. There could have been.
Ayrton Jennison was racing. You might be able to convince me to push it over. Appreciate you, buddy. If you're listening down in, I think he's still in Australia. I need to text him. I'll go under.
Okay, I'll go over.
Why did I say 89? I was thinking the shootout was 179. That definitely was what was in my head. I was like, I'll just cut that in half and call it good.
Okay, here's a fun one for you. What day of the week are you going to see the first tweet about the Chili Bowl flu?
Now, this is a tough one because it'll be either Thursday or Tuesday. Or sorry, it'll either be Tuesday or it'll be Thursday or Friday. And the Tuesday one's going to be making a premature joke about the flu, and that person will most likely get the flu anyways. But they won't have it on Tuesday. I'm going to go Tuesday.
I'll go with a late Friday night flu.
Oh, you're going with the press release flu.
Yep. Press release flu.
I like it. We got to come up with more fun questions like this.
Yeah. No, obviously nothing that kills anybody or anything like that. Like you're talking like sickness from like the fumes and just being around people, like the I'm not wishing on people to get sick, obviously. And
Eric, a humanitarian, and he's for
yeah,
the people.
yeah. I hope everybody has a safe, fun, healthy chili bowl. But
What
sometimes those fumes, being in the building for 6 hours a night, 8 hours a night, gets
I
to you.
think last time I went, the flu afterwards was worse than
Yeah.
uh, my. So I say like my nationals hangover. It's like 7 days of like reacquainting my body. I'm gonna try to like do a hardcore diet this year from July 1st to nationals and see if I can prepare myself for how much I walk during those days and see if it helps. Because we party too, and that's probably where some of it comes from. But I want to see if I'm in just ripping condition, if that helps the what typically is like a 7 day recovery process, which this year was made easier because I was sitting down the entire nationals. Everyone pushed me around. I had a great time. I actually might just hurt myself before nationals next year. We'll break the other leg, get some more sympathy thrown my way. All right, Eric.
So instead of a new year, new Connor, you're gonna get a new Knoxville experience, new Connor type of
Yeah,
deal.
so yeah, something like that.
Yeah, yeah, something like that.
Don't say New
I
Year.
was,
I don't say New Year, no, new me though, because I don't
I was,
really
I was
change
trying, I was
anything.
trying to think of something that would fit with it because that's what I've heard all week.
Yeah,
So,
no,
and I get to
I've
deal with
never
all the
been like
people
that. I've
that,
always just been like, I'm gonna adjust myself when I need to adjust myself, and I'm gonna start doing this on tomorrow
yeah,
because tomorrow is tomorrow, right?
yeah, and then
But
like
yeah, that
at
is one
the,
thing for I'm gonna try to do at least when nationals rolls around. And I got more
and
free time in the summer this year. Hopefully, won't be in a hospital bed. So
then I get to fight with people at the gym for 2 weeks, 3 weeks because they say they want to show up for that
so
time.
this is something I do. I'm a weirdo about it. I run at the high school track,
Yeah,
especially in the middle of the summer when it's 99 degrees out and it's 70 at the track at middle of the night. It's so much more relaxing. And then I can count my miles and I'm not running on a treadmill. And then I can do agility drills and do the things I want to do to be a shitty beer league hockey player and keep staying hanging around there. But
I'm
yeah,
surprised they still let you on the property.
no one knows I go. There's not a gate there. And if there is, you just hop the fence and you're good. So, hope
Now
no
they
one heard
know.
about Des Moines. Yeah, yeah. They're gonna start. They started locking them up there in COVID. It pissed me the hell off. No. First night that we have like a unanimous villain on Twitter, where everyone's like, "What the fuck is that guy doing?" I'm thinking Anthony Esberg. If you remember that
Hmm.
story, uh, I'm thinking one of those.
Yeah, I can see
And I'm
someone.
going to chart this. We'll see how we do against each other.
Yeah, or like you get someone that I'm thinking there's like a Monday night type of thing, like somebody that shouldn't be in the chili bowl that's like a 4 seconds off the pace and like screws a Kyle Larson out of this heat race or something like that. Then you start talking about entry restrictions again for the chili bowl. 'Cause I think that was a topic last year because I think that did happen where a car was like super slow and he was getting lapped within like 2 laps.
There's almost been one. There's been one almost every year since I started covering this race.
Yeah.
Um, and I don't think they'll ever put one on it because it ruins the entry record.
Yeah, they're never well. They're not gonna say no to money.
And like Ross Weiss would have never gotten to race. I think that's the coolest thing that he raced in the Chili Bowl, even if he flipped his dick off.
Yeah. I mean, you had kids that should have been racing junior sprints and restricted micros run outlaw micros this year. So I mean, I
Happens
guess.
all over. It's a problem everywhere.
Well, I wouldn't say a problem. It's just this is interesting to see.
Potential
I don't think.
problem.
Yeah, they're not going to say no to money.
And I've never been one to, hey, this guy's too young to race because I grew up reading about Jeff Gordon kicking adults'
Hmm.
asses at 10, 11 years old. I saw that 13-year-old win the shootout, stand next to, I think Briggs Danner was one of the guys on the podium. I forget who the other one was. He looked much older than both of them. It'll come to me at some point. But I have been, hey, that old guy shouldn't be out there. Not Sammy Swindell. If you think I was talking about him, don't jump the gun. There's a guy up north, northern track, to the leftern coast of Minnesota. I guess across the leftern border, but you get my point. Do we have any other fun ones? I don't need to rip on that guy on January 6th.
My laptop percentage is at 4%. So
Oh shit! So that's
yeah.
the end of the episode. If we come up with any
we can
more,
still,
I'll
we can
tweet
still
him out.
keep on. Yeah, I mean, if you got a couple more, we still going. I'm just letting you know. So
Let's text these, and I'll make a
okay.
graphic, and I'll put the graphic up on. If any of the answers are Sunday, I will put it up Sunday morning. If they're all Monday through Saturday, then I'll keep it to Monday. Oh, JoJo's got one for the show real quick. First fight.
I don't know. They seem to kick people out when they fight.
Should we do first ejection?
We can do that, like first shove, I guess, because I think they still allow like shoving.
All right, so we'll do first shove. First shove, I'm going Monday.
I'm gonna take a bender. I was thinking on practice night or practice day.
Oh, no shot. Ayrton Jeniton's not going to be there to flip anyone over.
I don't know. I can see on practice.
If you guys don't know the story, the first Chili Bowl I ever went to, I'm texting Ayrton like, "How you doing? How's practice?" And I'm listening to Justin Fiedler's stream on Dirt Tracker, and I hear, "Oh, we got one flipped over. He's flipping still. Oh man, who is that?" And I'm like, "Watch it. Just." He didn't text me back. Watch it, him be on the track, and it's Ayrton Jeniton flipped upside down. And I just get a text 15 minutes later, says, "I forgot I was in a midget, not a sprint car."
Well, JoJo thinks it's Tuesday night. You're going to get the first.
He's on
fight.
shove, I believe. His answer is shove. JoJo, I'll text you these questions. You can be on the graphic with us.
First ejection. I'm going to go Friday night because Friday night is usually the wild night.
Do I want to pick? I want to pick different just to keep it different for you. And I don't remember too many ejections on Saturday besides that stupid mess roll one. What are we ruling if they? What are we ruling if they eject someone and then bring them back in?
Yeah, they seem to do that more during the Chili Bowl than the shootout. Like shootout, they don't care about you; they just open the door and kick you out. But I wonder if you just go down the street and get something from Goodwill and get a pit pass, and you're back in the building.
Joe just says, "What night do people drink the most? That plays a role." Well, Sal, the ejection has to be on the broadcast. This can't be a party night. Hey, we heard someone got kicked out of the building.
Yeah, well,
but the building's got a curfew, don't it?
I think they close like at midnight and 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. I don't know. Flo just needs like a live PD camera on the.
Oh, you're gonna do the Big Brother After Dark camera?
Yeah. I don't know. That might end some relationships and marriages, though. So maybe we shouldn't do that.
Jeez, Eric. Eric's a firecracker today.
It does ruin some. I guess it doesn't matter what. Depends on what state they're married in, but you might want to check some drivers' profiles after the Chili Bowl. Luckily, Kyle Courtney's not there, so should be a little bit safer.
We gotta end the show before.
he's a married man now, so he's probably changed, right?
Congrats, Tyler. Congrats on getting married. Appreciate you, buddy.
We won't talk about who his wife used to date.
No, we will after the show ends. I just need to make sure we get it off the air. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. JoJo, I'm going to chart some of these. If I come up with other questions, Eric and I will text each other. I'll throw us in a group chat. You can give me your answers for them. We'll put you on the chart, too.
I'm out.
Brad, if you want to participate, let me know.
1% battery, so we better end it.
All right. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate Chris Weiser Companies. We will see you guys. I'll see you Monday night. Eric, to be determined, but any night he's invited to come on, and I told him don't feel bad about the other nights, but he's going to feel bad and take it to heart anyway. So everyone make sure you tell him that you want to see him. Awesome. Appreciate you guys.
See ya.